Yeah, welcome to YouTube channel. We're having a top-down analysis on EURUSD, GBPUSD, and the gold. Okay. So when you study the DXY, the dollar index, on the daily time frame, we're having a close here on the daily time frame and then a change of character on the daily time frame. Okay. So externally we are bullish, internally we are bullish too with the closure here after mitigating this supply zone. So on the 4 hour time frame, we are bullish too on the 4 hour time frame. Okay. On the 4 hour time frame, we're having a liquidity low here. Okay. So we're having liquidity low on the 4 hour time frame and then demand zones on the 4 hour time frame here. So we'll be waiting for price to break this low and then look for a retracement to this one of these zones and then we look for a change of character on the lower time frame to buy. So when you go to the 15 minutes time frame, as you can see on the 15 minutes time frame, we swept this liquidity low, we broke this structure high. So we'll be waiting for price to then mitigate this other block. Look for a change of character on the lower time frame, 1 minute or the 5 minutes time frame, then to buy. If price sweeps this liquidity, okay, if price sweeps the liquidity, mitigate this other block and then fails, and then we break this low, then we'll be looking for a short term sales to mitigate one of the H4 demand zones, then to buy to the upside. All right. So on the Euro USD, on the daily time frame, on the Euro USD, as you can see, we have a break of structure to the upside and then change of character to the downside here. Okay, change of character to the downside. Externally, we are bearish. Internally, we are bearish too. Okay, so we have a drawn liquidity here. Sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity is here too. All right, which will be targeting. So on the 4 hour time frame, we have this close to the downside on the 4 hour time frame. So we're having this liquidity high, this H4 supply zones, and then our change of character to the downside to indicate a bearish move. Okay. So if price breaks this high, we will be waiting for a pullback to mitigate a lower time frame demand to then buy to sweep this high, mitigate this other block or this, and then we look for swing sales to break this low. All right. So on the 15 minutes time frame, as you can see on the 15 minutes time frame, when we break this low and close on the lower time frame, we'll be waiting for this supply zone to get mitigated with our liquidity on this. Okay. And then this be your liquidity to then sell or then break this high and then we buy to the H4 order block and then we sell to the downside. All right. So that's my narrative for Euro USD. So on Euro USD2, you see that we have this order block to the downside. Okay. So this order block to the downside, this being our liquidity high, this order block can initiate a selling opportunity to the downside. But this order block lies inside the discount zone on the bearish side. So this is a premium and this is a discount. Okay. So anything below 0.5 pip is not ideal to sell. You want something above 0.5 pip. Okay. So if price sweeps this low, breaks this high, breaks this low, then on the 1 hour time frame, we can look to have a short term sell if price mitigate this 1 hour order block here. Okay. So after price breaking this low, we'll be then looking to sell on the 50 minutes time frame on either this order block or this other block if it is still unmitigated. This one. Okay. So if we don't get any lower time frame shift, if we don't get any lower time frame shift on these zones after then sweeping and closing below this low, then we don't get a sell. So only if we close below this low, then our lower time frame change of characters will be ideal to sell. So if any of these zones fails after closing this below this low, we'll be looking to take this as our external liquidity and then look for another short opportunity on this zone. So if this fails, then you take it as a true bullish change of character to then sell on the 4 hour time zone. Okay. So on the GBPUSD, let's go down to the GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD, on the daily time frame, we are bearish on the daily time frame. Sorry, we are bullish on the daily time frame. Mitigated this demand zone, then started moving upside. Okay. So we are bullish on the daily time frame, bearish on the H4 time frame. So on the H4 time frame, we're having this change of character. This is our high. Liquidity high number one, liquidity high number two, liquidity high number three. So we'll be looking to sell on these zones. Okay. If price breaks this high or buy to these zones. So as you can see on the 50 minutes time frame, we have these zones. So we're looking to sell on this one of these zones on the 50 minutes time frame. If this high breaks, then we'll be looking to buy to one of those H4 zones and then sell again to the downside. All right. So I'll be updating you on how price will be moving throughout the weekend. So on gold, as you can see on gold on the daily time frame, we had this closure on the daily time frame. Okay, on gold. So on the 4 hour time frame, we have this closure on the 4 hour time frame on gold as a bearish signal, another break of structure as a bearish signal. So all of these are internal until we break this low. Okay. So on the 4 hour time frame, as you can see, we're having this internal break of structure to the downside. All right. So if price breaks this low, we'll be then looking for our shorting opportunity on key level within this leg. Okay. So if price decides to go upside, then we'll be looking for our selling in one of those zones to break this low. So on the 1 hour time frame, as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, we have this internal change of character on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So we're having this zone on the 1 hour time frame, but I will not take a sell there because it sits in the discount zone in the selling in the bearish move. So this is our discount and this is our premium. So anything below zero point 0.5 is our discount and above zero point 0.5 is the premium on the fib level. Okay. So you can look for a sell in this zone, but it's not of high probability as this liquidity gets taken and mitigates this key level, a short opportunity can appear, but I'll not be taking that risk. I'll be looking to get mitigated on one of these zones to then sell. All right. So if only if price doesn't break this low, we'll be looking to sell on one of these levels. All right. So if price breaks this low, if price breaks this low, then we'll be looking to sell on one of the 50 minutes time frame, break another low. All right. So I'll be updating you on how price will react on the gold. So I'll be avoiding this zone, but it still can provide a selling setup, but I'll be avoiding until we react on one of these zones. All right. To take or sell to the downside. All right. Thank you.